The shot you're looking at right here is 600 miles offshore. And in fact, it's 16,000 feet deep here. This is a Beneteau 15.3, which is a Beneteau 53 in 1983, that we sailed from Bermuda all the way to Antigua in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean over 6 days. Now that's real time. That was last week that I was down in Antigua on this vessel. And those videos are coming up very soon, and I appreciate everyone's patience while I was away for 2 weeks gathering that content for you guys. My name is Michael Potts. I live on a Scepter 36-foot sailboat, and this is where I am today. In the last video, Mark lost his dinghy in Ocean City, Maryland. And in this video, we're going to do a tour of Mark's Down East 38 sailboat, and we're finally going to get out of Ocean City, Maryland. We will get into the Antiguan videos eventually, but I got to keep course on the storyline of this channel. When I first bought my sailboat, I went to cross Lake Ontario, and I was really scared. And I did it. I made it across Lake Ontario, and it was a big deal to me back then. Once you've done 1,000 nautical mile journey, 600 miles offshore, everything pales in comparison, and everything is relative. You're probably watching these sailing videos because you one day want to get your own sailboat and get out there and learn how to sail and possibly sail down into the Caribbean. I get it. I was just like you. I was watching these sailing videos, and it inspired me to do this, and that's what this channel's really about. The thing is you got to know what you're really getting into. If you watch the 160 videos on this channel, you'll see what I mean. When things went wrong, I hit the record button. When things went great, I hit the record button. I have no sailing skeletons in my closet. All of my mistakes are here on this channel. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's stay on course with the story. We will get into the Antiguan videos coming up very soon. Let's just get to New York. I promise you, we will get into my 600-mile offshore passage coming up very soon. So stick around, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's stay course with the story and get into today's video. My name is Michael Potts, and I live on this Scepter 36-foot sailboat. This is where I am today. Right now we're in Ocean City, Maryland. We've been here for like a week or more now due to the winds coming from the north, and we're trying to get north. Why am I going north? I don't actually supposed to be going north because when I was in Florida, I was missing a document and they gave me clearance to the border, so I have to head that way. Are we gonna actually go back to Canada? At this point, I don't know, but I know I wanna go to New York City and reevaluate the situation. It's getting a little colder these days. I've got my diesel heater working. Everything seems to be good. So in this video, I'm gonna talk a little bit about what's going on here. All right, so that's Mark's boat over there. He's on a Down East 38, all right? He's one of my good sailor buddies. And we have been trying to get out of this port. We've tried multiple times to get out, and he lost his dinghy engine. We retrieved his dinghy engine. This port is treacherous. If you don't time it out, you don't go out of the port at the right time of day, it can be very, very hard and white-knuckled at the helm sort of thing. So the other day when we tried to get out, we brought up Mark's anchor, and he left his anchor chain on his windlass, and the entire windlass was ripped off his bowsprit. So today our mission is to get that sorted out. We're gonna through bolt his windlass back onto his bowsprit, and then we're gonna go into Walmart and provision, as I am plumb out of all necessities. Now you look at this, the tide's just shifting right now. See this? Pretty close to this dock here. Usually I'd be stretched out. There's a 3.5 knot current that goes that way when the tide's coming in, and there's a 3.5 knot current that goes that way when the tide is going out. So not a great anchorage here if you're going to be in inclement weather or you got a cold front coming in. Do not, you just go into the marina or go to the public dock. And the public dock, you're not allowed to stay there overnight, but I mean, I'm sure if a hurricane came in, they wouldn't say anything. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's go over and check out this Down East 38. We'll help him with his windlass. We'll go into Walmart. All right, let's do it. All right, so we're here on Mark Brown's boat. It's called Arabella. All right, she's a Down East 38. Let's walk around on the deck a little bit and I'll show you what is going on here. This is Mark's dinghy. It's a hard console. And Mark is a very kind man. He gave me his old dinghy and bought another dinghy just so I'd have a dinghy. That's the type of guy we're dealing with here. Actually, me and Mark are like good buds now. You know, it's strange. It's like, as soon as we met, we've been good buds, you know? And I appreciate his time. So let's take a look at what's going on here. Now, I am flabbergasted at this vessel. She is a real ship. She feels like a big yacht. When I took her out, I had an epiphany and I was like, this is the boat that I need. She's not a bleach bottle production yacht with a bolted on keel. She's a full encapsulated keel. She's Gutch rigged, 2 masts, radar, big old diesel engine. Look at this thing. Yankee cut foresail. This is a real sailing yacht. And when I took her out, Mark and I went out, and you've probably seen that video already, and that was it for me. I knew what I needed at that point. This boat is stable, she's heavy, she's quick and nimble. Easy to manage the sails somewhat once you get used to it. And she's just a really cool boat. Check out this bowsprit. Look at that. So the other day, we were trying to get out of here and Mark actually left his chain on his windlass, okay? Which you're not supposed to do with one of these Down Easts. And he was trying to pull up his anchor, drive over it to unset the anchor, and it pulled the windlass right off. And we discovered that some jerk who owned this boat before Mark had literally screwed the windlass to the bowsprit post. So we are now through bolting it. Mark's a very capable guy when it comes to fixing stuff. And you can see here where the wood's kind of rotten from where the screws were. So we've moved it up a bit. And right now, we are in the process of remounting this windlass, okay? So, guys, I gotta take you on a tour downstairs. If Mark will let us in a bit here, I'm gonna show you what she's like down below. Yeah. And so, anyway, she's got 300 feet of chain, and, or no, you got what, 200 feet? 50. Yeah, 250 feet of chain. She's got 2 anchors, lots of water. Now, this vessel actually holds 50 gallons of diesel, 100 gallons of fresh water. You would never need any fresh water. Once your tanks are full, you can go out here for weeks. Lots of fuel to get you to where you need to be. She's just a really cool design. All right, so without further ado, let's go down below and have a quick look around. So this is what it's like down here. You got this huge set of stairs that goes right up and into the cockpit. You got a berth that goes aft here, like a pilot berth. Somebody could be back here, right? Look at this, eh? He's got all his tools and everything here. Look at this big old galley here with the windows. You can be cooking your eggs in the morning, looking out at the sunshine coming through the windows. It's beautiful. What a cool boat. Now you step down and into the saloon, baboosh, right? You got yourself a TV, he's got all his tools, he's got his electric bike, a heater, table, you know. This is Mark's day bed here.
This is a secondary, like a dinner table if you want to
entertain guests or, you know, do something.
Like that. You drop this down, move that one down, and move this one. And you
very
got a
cool
table there. I really like that.
Now the head, we're not going to go into the head because that's Mark's personal space, but there is a shower in here, and this is his owner cabin right here. Look at that, hatches. You got lots of storage space, access to the chain locker. Very, very cool. To me, this feels like quadruple the space. You know, mine's a 36, Mark's is a 38, but it feels like this is huge in here. I mean, look at this. It really does. You know, this is the type of boat. Look, he's got an SSB, a radar, all of the equipment you need. Look at this nice chart plotter table here, or chart table. Ship's clock. Wow, very cool, guys. Let's thank Mark for letting him tour around the boat here. Right on. Let's get to work. Let's fix this windlass.
We can't drill this. I'm gonna have to see if this dude will let me drill for me the 4 holes for the windlass. This needs to be cut. I can cut it, but I can't drill it.
Why can't you drill it?
The drill bits ain't gonna drill it. This is
stainless.
This is good shit, stainless.
Okay.
You got a special bits and shit and oil and a drill press and all that.
Yeah.
So what I need to do is cut this and mount. This needs to go underneath.
Yeah.
Because those bolts are only about that far from the sidewall of that beam.
Right.
So you need to spread that pull on each bolt across the whole bottom of that beam.
So the pounds per square inch is on the spread over that entire beam.
All 4 bolts, and not like if you've got a lateral pull off the anchor chain pulling on the windlass, it's going to be pulling on this bolt more than this bolt just in the beam. Right. But this steel plate on the bottom now is distributed across this entire plate. Right. And that's going to keep from blowing the bolts out the beam.
Damn right.
They're that close to the sidewall. Mm-hmm. So I need to try to get, I hope dude will be able to drill them.
I'm sure he will. So Mark's he's great when it comes to fixing stuff. It'll be like 4 in the morning. He texts me. He's like, "Hey man, are you up? I need to fix something. You want to fix something?" So we're like-minded. How can I help? Just let me know.
Well, maybe it'll come out this way.
We're gonna go check out the anchor locker right now. So let's take a look. This boat is designed to have a bunch of chain. All right, let's take a look. Look at this thing. Wow, isn't that cool? So right now I'm trying to determine how much space around that very bolt right there do we have. So let's see what we can see, y'all. My clearance is 6 by 5. Hey, it's surfers.
Yeah, 6
by 5 inches. Yep.
6 inches wide.
So the bolt has 6 to go to a tip like this, and then you have 5 inches on each side of the bolt. Okay, so 6.
So what
it goes like this.
At,
dunk, dunk.
What I need to be looking at, there's a middle section like this in that deck here. And the hole comes up into that. And that center bolt that goes through, right where that center bolt is, I need that width of that center section.
The center section would be,
right.
So you got
There's
5.
a center section in the middle, right here.
10.
Huh?
10.
10. 10 what?
So if you were to put this against that bolt, you would have 5 inches of clearance on each side of the bolt.
There's no way that's 10 inches wide.
I'm telling you it is. I mean, I'll go do it again.
No, I'll, the flat part, not, where the bolt comes through, I'm gonna put a little plate there. So how wide do I need to make my plate? That's my question.
So you have 5 inches on each side of that bolt, and then it's 6 to the point forward.
No, you got 3 inches. You got 5 inches overall.
Yeah.
You got 3 inches on each side.
So when you get in there, you'll see what I mean.
Width is gonna be.
Oh, boats always crawling into spaces.
Man,
look at that.
You gotta be a fucking.
A squirrel.
Fucking damn.
You got 6, buddy.
What I need is this. Right there. This is gonna be. Fuck, I can't see. 4 or 5 inches.
There you go, buddy.
2, 3,
I was right.
5 inches.
By 6.
I think. 5 inches by whatever length I want.
There you go. All right, well, Mark's marking the template for the bolts. Let's talk a little bit about this entrance. All right, this is Ocean City, Maryland. That entrance right there is treacherous. The reason is water comes in and out of there at 3 knots, and you got big waves, big rollers. And you know, I was going out the other day at full tide coming in, and I was only doing like 0.97 of a knot. It took like an hour to go a quarter of a nautical mile. It's crazy, or whatever it was. An hour to do one nautical mile. So very treacherous. Never come in here at night. If you want to see that video where I came in here at night and got scared, click the link in the top right screen, which I believe is there. Okay, and check that video. It's called Never Go Into an Anchorage at Night. Check that video out, really cool. But overall, it's a great spot because you got this fishing pier here that's owned by Mr. Merle. Okay, Merle, he's the owner of the fishing pier. You're not allowed to tie up to that pier, okay? And the reason is because Merle used to let people tie up to that pier. And guess what happened? Some jerk left his sailboat there, and Merle was now responsible for that sailboat and had to pay to have it removed. So some jerk took advantage of Merle and his kindness, and now nobody can tie up to that dock. I'd love to find that guy and give him a reaming. Anyway, this finger right here goes down, okay, and into a public dock, which is right over there. And there's a Walmart, there's marine stores, there's a gas station. Everything you need is right there. It's a great little spot, but this is not a place to be anchored in a cold front. Why? Because this tide goes that way and you'd go right into the rocks here if you dragged. All right, I'm up on the bow. We're making a template right now of where the holes are. So well, they're right there,
here.
there. So your
Here's
first
one. Right there. Right there. Somewhere.
there it is.
There. Now you do the same. Now we have a template.
And now mark out your edges and stuff. Like just
The
on
edges don't matter because the steel plate's gonna be square. Line the holes up in the plate.
All right.
Follow me?
I'll follow you. There we go.
We're just double checking that the holes are in the right place on the plate anyway.
Right. So we don't have a drill press on the boat, so when he hand drilled the holes, it wasn't perfectly 90 degree. So now we got staggered holes. We're just marking out the plate and got it.
The front 2 holes are more narrow on that windlass than the back 2 holes.
Right.
I don't know why they done that.
Tide here is crazy.
The tide is ridiculous.
This is just nuts, man.
All right. So
Yeah, you
now
got
we
the pen there too.
double check our.
It's on the paper. Stuck to the tape. Yeah. Okay. I love this sort of thing, guys. If you're watching this right now, this is the life. Working on boats every day, just out here in the marine environment, the sound of the seagulls. It's always a job to do. I mean, this is it. I love it out here. You know, that's why I chose this life, to be out at sea. I love it out here. I really do. All right, I'm gonna show you guys my favorite knot. Look at this knot. So, see that? If you need to get out, you need to undo this knot quickly. Look at that. See that? So let me show you how this knot is done. Without dropping the GoPro over. Make a loop. Okay. You want to pull over the string, pull it tight, like that, and then you braid it. And then you put one loop through. Cool, eh? So that's gonna hold. That'll hold. It's not a great knot, but it'll hold the dink for a bit. And if you really need to undo it quickly, she's done. Now, what do I call this knot? I don't know. I actually just kind of designed it myself. It's not the greatest for holding, but it will tighten on itself. And I call it the Potsy knot. There you go. And we got to get a bumper right there.
Yeah, I got 2 eyelets. I'm gonna tie. I want to tie that other fender I got sideways onto 2 eyelets, and I want to drill holes and mount on the side rail.
Which is the actual one here?
The solid.
Okay, so
See that?
Okay, almost ready. Ready when you are. Mark always forgets stuff. Just like me. You're like, we gotta go back.
Need gas.
I got a buttload of gas if you need any.
Man, I got some. I was just gonna fill the jug before we
Alright.
get gone away somewhere.
Oh, this is what it's like, folks. You're always getting on and off dinghies. Always trying to do something. Look at the tide here. It's crazy. This is our car. You know, I got a dinghy too. That's what cruisers, these are our cars. This is how we get around. This is how we live. This is the mariner life. All we got to do now is get this plate drilled. So we're gonna go over here. There's some really nice people we're gonna talk to and see if they can help us drill this plate. And we're also gonna go to Walmart and get provisions, because in not tomorrow but the next day we are going to be leaving the port here and going all the way to New York City. So stick around for that. It's going to be interesting. We're going to do a 30-hour sail and get into the port of Manhattan. We're going to go to Jersey City and visit my one of my good buds, Thomas, on Moonlighter 2. And so stick around, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, make a comment, share the video, join my Patreon. This is going to be awesome, guys. If you're really into this sort of thing, you want to you know, I upload a video every Sunday at 8:45 a.m. So you know, you can follow the journey and be out here with me. You know, where do you guys want to go? Let's go. This is what I mean. What should we do? Help me. Make a comment down below. Tell me what you think we should do as a crew, because you guys are my digital crew members. You know, you're a part of this too. So, oh man, you know, as a part of the crew, it's kind of on you to make comments. Tell me what you think. You ready to pull off?
Yep.
Ready? Ready. All right, let's go.
You can sit back a little bit. Let the bow go up a little bit.
Yeah, she's good, man. Got her tied up here. Mark's gonna, you gonna lock it? No?
I bring my keys, I didn't bring my bag.
Dang it. Mark's religious about locking up his dinghy. I'm very surprised. So the whole parking lot, you could actually live here on a boat, and you know, this is a public parking lot. You could have a car here. Here's a dumpster right here. They got public bathrooms that are open on weekdays. See that? And you got, you know,
I didn't even know that.
you can go in there and use the restroom.
Never mind that.
Good thing is they got this dumpster here. You know, don't put oil or any chemicals in here, guys. Just standard garbage. All right, you got marine stores over here, Towboat USA, Ocean City, Maryland. That's what I love about it. Towboat USA is right here. I got a membership with them, so if we get in any trouble, they're gonna help us out. Or the Coast Guard. So you got double. You got the Coast Guard and you got Towboat USA, guys. You you gotta get Towboat USA. Every serious cruiser out here has Towboat USA. All right, so we got the metal plate. We're gonna go in and talk to Jerry, and see if we can get this plate drilled. It's in my bag right here, and we'll kind of go from there. Guys, look at this. Look at this beast. Wow, look at the props on that, eh? What a beast. Bull on the beach, East Coast. Very cool. I love boats, I really do. Let's go see what this guy has to say. So we're here with Jerry. Jerry's offered to drill the plate for Mark. For Mark, yep. So this is East Coast Performance Marine, okay? And it's right at the end of the finger here in Ocean City, Maryland. And Jerry runs the business here, and he's kindly offered to drill the plate for Mark. So if you see East Coast Marine, if you're ever here in Maryland, check him out. Yeah, so what a great guy. Jerry's awesome. He's giving him, is he doing it for free or? We'll see what happens. Jerry's a good guy. This is the thing about America, you know, in every town you go to, every port, there's people willing to help you. There's services. Living on a boat is very hard sometimes. You need to fix stuff. You need tools. You need access to things, and all you got to do is go ashore and ask around. Anyway, we are going to go to the bane of my existence, West Marine. And I'm sure you've seen West Marine in many of my videos. It is a staple here in America. It is the best place where you can buy something that you know it's guaranteed, right? You buy something from West Marine, they stand behind it. When you buy it, you sign up with an account. You don't need receipts, although you should have them. You can get in there, something wrong with it, they replace it on the spot anywhere in America. So let's go to West Marine. All right, so we just provisioned at Walmart here. At least at Walmart. That was $187 worth of stuff here. So that's a pretty good price. You go anywhere else, you get ripped off. So it is America. That was probably about $230 for me, Canadian, to get all that. And that should last me a month or 3 weeks. So lots of good stuff here. I got everything I need. It's just that they don't sell beer here in the Walmart, which is really weird. So anyway. So a couple commenters said that they wanted more content. So this video is a little longer today, and I appreciate everyone sticking to the end. Hit the like button. We ended up not going to West Marine, but we loaded our provisions into the dinghy and headed back to the boat. Well, boats are doing all right. We're good. Both of our boats are fine. Mark's beautiful yacht. Oh man, she is something else. Look at that. Looks like a pirate ship. She's coming around little by little. Something special. So we had been here for about 4 or 5 days now, and a weather window opened up and the seas calmed down a little bit. Still pretty swelly out there, but we made the decision to have one last night on the hook swinging around in Ocean City, Maryland, and then we decided to leave the next day. Let's get out of that entrance. So tide's going out, so that's good. Oh, that'll help. It's good wind out there, I'll tell you that much. I don't think we'll be using the mainsail. We'll just be using the Genoa. There's 15 knots of wind out there, so it might be a little bumpy. Anyway, let's go sailing. Let's conquer our fear again. You sit in a port long enough, you get used to it, and you don't want to go out there again. You gotta take on the pain and just go back out to sea. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's do it. In the next video, we make our way in very swelly conditions all the way to Cape May. So stick around for that video next week at 8:45 a.m. I'd like to thank all my new Patreon supporters. Thank you for joining, guys. If you are interested in supporting the sailing community and keeping me out here, click the link in the description down below. It's a Patreon account. There's videos on Patreon that aren't on YouTube. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this long video with extra content. We will see you next week at 8:45 a.m. Captain Michael signing out.